I did not write about buying a shovel because I genuinely don't remember doing it. I don't. After I saw her body, my mind went funny, and I don't remember a lot of what happened. But I did not murder her. I did not help to murder her. He was a predator who preyed on the mentally weak. He sought me out because I had mental disorders. He was with her because she had a check. He killed her because she was pregnant. He was searching for another woman to replace her. That's why he found me. And he was doing that because he knew she was pregnant and he didn't want a baby with her. I did not kill her. I don't remember going to Walmart, but I didn't kill her. And the police never came to my grandmother's house and took her computers. That was a lie from my aunt. There is no $50,000 video out there of me at the Salvation Army. If there is, then I have no memory of going. Because I have no memory. My mind went blank, and I have large patches of blank spots in my memory. That's what happens to me when I get really upset. It happened when I was married. My husband said I would become a completely different person for weeks on end, and I would have no memory of what I was doing. I had those problems when I met Kenneth, and I didn't meet him as Kenneth. I met him as Brian. He told me his name was Brian. When I met him, I didn't even know his real name because he lied to me so that I could not research and find out that he was a sexual predator. I was never investigated for murder. I was never investigated as an accomplice. I was never arrested. I was labeled as a witness. I was not a part of it. They did the DNA tests on her body. They found him and not me. They did fingerprint tests on everything, and everything they found was conclusive to somebody telling me what to do and me doing it. All of the evidence found was that he murdered her. And when it went to trial, he confessed to murdering her. I barely had to be on the stand because they did not need me. They had everything they needed against him. He was already a known sexual predator. And she had been in that house for 10 years, and social services failed her because they did not check in on her. They did not know she was living with a convicted predator. Y'all want him to be this wonderful man that is in prison because of me. I never had a criminal record. He did. When he met me, he had a long record. He was known by the police. When I turned him into the police told me that they knew him. The police told me that they knew him. The police didn't know me because I had never been in trouble before. But they knew him because he was a repeat offender. He was with her because she received a check, and he sought me out because I had mental issues that he thought also would receive a check. He was looking for disabled women that he could live off of. He was looking for another one to replace her because she was pregnant. And that's something that even the jury didn't know. Even when it went to trial, they didn't tell the jury that he killed a pregnant woman. Y'all are openly calling me a murderer and an accessory to murderer when you have absolutely no proof of that. All of the evidence is out there. The trial is over. He's in prison. I was never tried. I was never on trial. Because everything he did from the beginning was wrong. He sought me out because of my mental disabilities. He lied to me about who he was. He gave me a fake name. He gave me a fake age. He gave me a fake occupation. He promised me so much that was all lies. There is so much to it that none of you understand. But I did not murder anybody, and she was not a potato, as you like to call her. Having cerebral palsy doesn't make you a potato. She was able to speak. She was able to lift herself out of her chair and help move herself from the tub to the toilet to the bed. She was able to move. She wasn't even completely as disabled as my little brother was. She was not a potato. She was a human being. She was a disabled human being who had lived with that man for 10 years, and he had been using her for 10 years. He had gotten her pregnant, and he was getting rid of her because he got her pregnant. Whether it was me that he found or another woman to bring into the house, what happened to Roberta Laws was going to happen because Kenneth McBride planned it from the beginning. From the moment he knew that she was pregnant, he intended to get rid of her before she had that baby.